how well have you been able to tell your clients and your customers about this? Are they really participating?
Well, we just unleashed our branding and corporate identity publicity campaign using the print media, electronic media, radio jingles, etc., etc. And believe me, the volume of traffic, the daily turnout is increasing by the day. But like I said earlier, we want to place the bank on a pedestal of being an IT-savvy bank, where we'll use technology to reduce the cost of doing business. The more we get our customers out of the banking hall, the more profitable it is for us, the more convenient for our customers. So right now, our internet platform is coming up. Our POS is also already on ground. The ATMs are there. And we are also going mobile so that the retail customers, the people on the street, can also access our bank. Some of them without necessarily even opening account with us.
Okay, a lot of controversies, misconception about non-interest banking and the conventional banking that we're all used to. Now, how do you think your kind of bank would impact the socioeconomic environments of Nigeria?
The main distinction between us and the conventional bank is we are an alternative financing method. The conventional bank is based on interest transactions. Ours is a non-interest banking. So if you go to the market, you have a choice. Either you want to buy Coke or Coca-Cola, you want to buy McLean or Close-Up. So the choice is yours, whether you want to buy Omo or the other one, the other detergent. It's a choice. So what we're offering the Nigerian banking public is a choice. Having said that, what we offer our own customers, first and foremost, is this, risk and reward sharing through partnership. By next week, we are going to sign a PPP, public-private partnership with one of the state governments, where the mode of financing is not giving them money on interest, but we are also co-financing that revenue-generating instrument of the government, where we'll be the collecting bank, and then from the collections, we'll reimburse ourselves. And even after we have fully reimbursed ourselves, we'll continue to share the revenues and the profits with that state government. So you can see that it's not about compound interest and then compounding and compounding. It is about partnership. It is about sharing the risk and reward together.
In other words, are you saying that if you would not be really dwelling on profits, we all know that time is money, and if you have to give out money to some people to work with, and they default one way or the other, you bear the burden.
Yes, it's a partnership. That's why we are very careful in the choice of our customers. We are also, in normal businesses, yes, time overruns, cost overruns happen. But if it happens in the ordinary course of business, yes, the bank will bear with that. Time value of money is not the real issue for us. The issue really is, are you sharing the risk and reward with us? Are we benefiting and are you benefiting? But if because of our environment, some people deliberately default and refuse to pay on due date, and we have our control and monitoring mechanism. We'll know when you do that deliberately, and we'll insist that you pay and you penalize you. So you pay for the delayed period, but that one doesn't go into our P&L. We gave it to social charity and other things that will help the society.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this question once again. I've asked you before, but for the sake of clarity. Now, what is the bank doing in terms of having to meet up with the capital base required by the central bank in going national? I just wanted to just shed more light on that.
Okay, we started with 5 billion minimum capital. That was all we could afford at that time. But now it has gone up to about 7 billion. And we have gone to our annual general meeting, the shareholders gathering. They have given us the approval to increase our capital to 12 billion. The minimum you require to go national under this specialized scheme is 10 billion. But we are going above the minimum just to give us a cushion. And as I speak to you, we are in the final stages with SEC in terms of analyzing it, but the interest and the commitments and some of the deposits that we have for shares, about 90% of the offer has been taken up. So I assure you by next year, Jais Bank is going to be a national bank.
Okay, but how soon are you going to spread to all the regions, the 6 geopolitical zones of the country? Because if you have to go national, you have to make your presence known in all other parts of Nigeria, apart from Abuja. How soon do you intend to go about that?
As soon as we get the upgrade our licenses to a national, that depends on the central bank, and the central bank is saying it's a matter of capital. Once we can bring your capital, the minimum is 10 billion, we'll give it to you. I believe by early next year, or by latest by the middle of next year, we should be able to upscale, upgrade our licenses to a national bank. So anytime from the middle of next year, you will see us in Lagos and other places, major capitals and commercial centers of Nigeria.
You stated that you're planning to sign a PPP with some state governments in order to spread your tentacles and, increase your operational base. But I would like to know, how many branches do you have apart from being in Abuja?
Right now, our regional authorization confines us to two geopolitical zones of the country, the northwest and the northeast. And we started on a pilot basis with a branch in the FCT, the Federal Capital of Nigeria. We have a branch near the Federal Ministry of Finance, Abuja. We have one in Kano, and then we have the third one in Kaduna. But like I told you earlier, before the end of the year, we should have increased this to 10 branches within this north region. So Katsina, Gombe, Maiduguri, Gusau, etc. are coming on stream.
Okay, you mentioned some products earlier on. You talked about Jais Plan, Jais Auto Plan, the finance production or so, something like that. Home appliance. Now, are you saying that Nigerians should patronize you with maybe you're going to offer them low interest rates to that effect than going to a conventional bank? Because we know that other banks are also doing such promotion, some products in line with having to produce some of these things. Are you saying that Jais Bank would offer a low interest rate to those who decided to come to you to get these products?
We don't offer interest rates. We share, it's a markup, or we share profits and losses. But yes, you are right, we'll be very competitive. Being a new something, we will slightly be below market. You can benchmark, but we are not charging interest. Like I said, it's either markup or profit and share, profit and loss sharing, based on an agreed sharing ratio. We can go into a partnership where we say if we make profit, the bank will take 30% and the customers can take 70%. Or where the bank is taking the bigger share of the risk, we'll say that the bank will take 70% of the profit and the customer will take 30% of the profit. So these are the kind of sharing mechanism, but not in terms of giving you, an overdraft. You draw down and then you pay interest over a 90-day period.